We're live. we're live. We got there at the end. I was scrambling around. I was like, oh, where's the right button to press? We're live. Yes, here we are. This is Wrestle News 365. We are live for WWE Night of Champions. It is WWE Night of Champions, and the show is about 14 minutes away from kicking off live around the world on Netflix. In the US, of course, it's on Peacock, and it's a jam-packed show. There's several big title matches. Of course, it's the show from Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, and as you can see right there in the picture, you can see John Cena, and also you can see Punkonomics. Yes, with Punkonomics, that's what we saw yesterday, right? Word life. This is basic Punkonomics. Yes. Big up. Tanish says Matt Cardona interference. I mean, you never know, but I don't think so. Simon says, "Evening, Owen. Hope you're well. Looking forward to the adverts." Well, with the PLEs, I mean, you don't have. It's not as bad. There's still a few, isn't there? Even though they're not really adverts though. They're more like video packages. They just do video packages to sort of replace the adverts that are on, I think, Peacock in the US. But yes, I'm looking forward to discussing them all with you. Austin Baker says, "Yo guys, big up Austin. Hope you're doing well, my friend." One of the moderators here on the channel as well. Armin says, "Outside of WWE, happy Paul Pogba's return to football. I will be watching." I did see that. Yeah. Hope he does well at Monaco. Double A says, "Is it true Rock sold TKO to the Saudis? That's not even possible. So I don't even know. I didn't even know it was a rumor, but it's not even possible. It's not his to sell. he's a board of director, and he's got some shares, but he can't sell the company or anything like that. So no. No. You know, TKO or WWE could be sold, but not anything to do with The Rock or anything like that. His shares he's got is minimal, absolute minimal. It's Ari Emanuel who controls WWE under the TKO umbrella. Andrew says, "What's up, Owen? Weird for a PLE at 1 p.m. Of course, it'll be 1 p.m. for you in the US. I'm assuming that means you're on the East Coast, I think. I know yesterday we had it with SmackDown starting at 1 p.m. in the US on the East Coast, 6 p.m. British summertime. And it's the same again here today, which, you know, so sometimes it's hit or miss with that. Sometimes that means it's a lot of energy and everyone's raring to go. Sometimes it's like, oh, people have kind of got their days and, you know, they're trying to do their things. So it's difficult for everyone to sort of be watching it. So we shall see. We shall see indeed. We'll go through the matches very, very quickly because we're about 10 minutes away from the show kicking off there in Riyadh. We'll begin with this is rumored to be opening the show. This is all I've seen. Of course, no spoilers in the chat if you've seen anything. But this is rumored to be opening the show. That being the King of the Ring final. Yes, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, facing off against Randy Orton. Now, my prediction is Cody Rhodes wins. I feel like this is one of the more easier matches to predict. Cody Rhodes wins. He goes on to face John Cena at SummerSlam. I feel like that's clearly the direction. I think the bigger question with this one is, does Randy Orton turn heel? Which had been my kind of prediction for this, is that Orton snaps because not only is the guy that he mentored defeating him, and also he's like, I'm going to be the one that ends John Cena's title reign. Of course, it wasn't even his fault that he lost at Backlash. That was because of Ron Killing's interference. This time, to have another opportunity slip through his fingers, that might just be enough. And that's the Randy Orton heel turn, I think. But I wouldn't be shocked either if it's just, you know, Cody wins, they shake hands, and that's that. So, yeah, but I'm going to go with a Cody Rhodes win. Cody Rhodes win on that one. We also have the Queen of the Ring finals, which is Jade Cargill versus Asuka. Now, for me, this is one of the more difficult ones to predict this evening because this could go the way of Jade Cargill wins. She gets the opportunity at SummerSlam. Naomi maybe cashes in at some point on Tiffany Stratton, becomes women's champion. Then you have Bianca Belair to come back into the fold. We know that she's going to be back by SummerSlam from her finger injury. So you could have Naomi versus Bianca versus Jade, or you could have Naomi versus Jade, and then Bianca's a special referee and something along those lines. So there's that direction. And then the other direction is Asuka's just come back. She's been out for over a year. They've already teased Asuka versus Io Sky for a future program, former Damage Control stablemates for the Women's World Championship. Both make sense, and both do but don't need winning Queen of the Ring to get there. So I think it's a really, really, really tough one to call. I'm going to lean towards Asuka. I'm going to go towards Asuka, but I would not be shocked if it was Jade. I think that's a really difficult one to call because I think the stories either way make sense, and we'll definitely see where they're going after that one is said and done. We've got a street fight between Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez, unless there is some kind of interference whereby Roxanne Perez gets involved or something along those lines to help Raquel Rodriguez. Rhea Ripley wins this. Rhea Ripley wins. I would be very surprised if she doesn't, because she's very protected in the booking. She always is very protected in the booking. And actually, this kind of just feels like, well, Rhea's not involved in we're not having a title match on this show for the Women's Championship or Women's World Championship, but we've got to get Rhea on the show. Let's have it be a street fight. So Rhea Ripley wins this one. I'd be shocked. But there could be, I suppose, like I said, a situation where Roxanne Perez gets involved, and because of that, that's officially how Roxanne Perez becomes another half of the Women's Tag Team Champions. Perhaps they kind of did tease that on Raw, didn't they? We've got the United States Championship with Jacob Fatu defending against Solo Sikoa. I'm going to go with a title change here. I know that might be a bit of a shot. You're going to say, Jacob Fatu doing jobs. Well, this isn't going to be clean. This is not going to be clean, I don't think. I think Solo Sikoa wins, not just because of interference from JC Mateo. I think we see maybe the debut. It was in one of the videos, and Jamie, remember, he promised £100. I'm looking at you. If he's not in the chat yet, I'm looking at you. £100 super chat. Oh, frozen again. It's always StreamYard just hates me at the moment. I don't know why it does this. It'll come back eventually. Yeah, there you go. I'm back. Don't know why. Every stream, there's always just a little bit at the start where it just does that. Don't know why. It just does. UV streams, the Wrestle News 365 streams. It just always does it. Just a little bit at the start. Just always. I don't know. It's not even an internet thing. The internet's actually good here now. So it just does. What was I saying? Oh, yes. I think this is going to be a title change. I think we're going to have JC Mateo get involved. That's not going to be enough. I think this is when Hikuleu debuts. I think this is where Hikuleu debuts. I think Hikuleu or Tamatonga, Tongaloa, maybe even all of them, they're enough to keep Jacob Fatu down for a 3 count. And if that is the case, Jamie, I don't know if Jamie's in the chat yet. At some point it will be, but that's a £100 super chat. He said that. He shook hands. Everyone saw it yesterday in the chat. On all the videos, he said, I bet £100 this is not going to happen. So we'll see. I am confident. I am confident with this one. This is the one I think. That I will get one over on Jamie. Maybe. Perhaps. Oof. Yeesh. So there's that. We've also got Sami Zayn facing Karrion Kross, which I think, again, is just to get Sami Zayn on the card. Obviously, very popular in Saudi. He's initially he's got a Syrian heritage. And he always gets fantastic reactions when they have these Saudi shows. And for the longest time, he couldn't go there because of political tensions. But it's great now that he's able to travel to these Saudi shows. So he beats Karrion Kross there. I'm pretty sure of that one. And then, of course, we've got the Undisputed WWE Championship, the main event, John Cena defending against CM Punk. Cena wins. I can't see them putting the belt on Punk. I think this will be a convoluted finish. I think the finish involves Seth Rollins somehow. I think we have either Rollins and his faction just cost CM Punk the match, I think. Or we have a Seth Rollins cash-in attempt, and it looks like he's going to win the title. CM Punk prevents that and hits the GTS. John Cena rolls up Punk, and not only does Punk lose, but also Rollins loses, and then that's how they get to SummerSlam to have a match at SummerSlam. This will not be a clean finish. Definitely not. Because Cena matches haven't been, obviously with Randy Orton or whatever. They've all been screwy finishes, low blows, title shots, you name it. So that's what it's going to be. And I just feel like Rollins will have to be involved in that somehow, won't it? That seems the only way, smart way, sort of out of that situation. So John Cena retains, and that's how we get to Cena Rhodes again at SummerSlam. Maybe that's when Cena drops the championship. It's how we get to CM Punk versus Rollins again. As for what that match could be, I mean, they've had a singles match, they've had a steel cage match. Naturally, you think, are they going to go do another Hell in a Cell match? Obviously, Punk had one with McIntyre to blow off his feud with him last year at Bad Blood. Maybe they have another one. This time it's at SummerSlam. It's a 2-night SummerSlam as well, isn't it? So maybe it's Punk versus Rollins Hell in a Cell. I'm trying to think what other match type they could kind of go with. There's not many because they've escalated it quite a lot with the matches that they have done so far. So I think Cena wins, but I think we're going to get a lot of shenanigans in that one, indeed. So yes, there you go. That is the Night of Champions match card. Of course, we'll be live in 3 minutes. The show, rather, will be live in 3 minutes, as almost like Rosie and Jamal from back in the day. 3-minute warning. 3-minute warning. Nathaniel's in the chat, says, hello, everyone. Big up, Nathaniel. Appreciate you joining us. Jamie says Rollins and Reigns stops him. Something like that, I think, yeah. Andrew says the Tron is proper for Night of Champions. Hey, this is what I was saying yesterday during SmackDown. I think it was Steffi Jenks. Big up Steffi Jenks in the chat. Says, we're saying you're in love with the stage. Yes, I am. I'm a sucker for a big stage, a big set, a custom set and stage for a big pay-per-view premium live event. Whether it was Backlash, Judgment Day, Great American Bash, Royal Rumbles, No Way Outs, you name it. I'm a sucker for that, and because I think that's what it's all about. I know that nowadays WWE goes with sort of the minimalistic approach, and they go with the approach of they want to get as many people into the building as possible, so they have the tiny stage and people can sit behind the Titantron and what have you. But I do with the sports entertainment aspect of pro wrestling. I do like the big spectacle of it all. I like the big, graphics and the Titantron and the show that makes it unique from what you would see every Monday and Tuesday. And also as well, I like when you growing up, when you play it was SmackDown versus Raws or the WWE 2K games or what have you. I like being able to go through the different arenas and do the different stages. Oh, let's do this at Raw, or let's do it this one. Even sometimes those shows. I mean, I know like Velocity and Heat were basically the SmackDown and Raw stages, but even they felt like a little bit different. I just love a good stage. Love a good stage. I do. We're less than 30 seconds away from the show. Of course, in the United States. As Ridwan says there in the chat, hopefully Netflix works. Indeed. Let me know what drink you've got. The good thing with these times of the PLE is I don't need the monsters, but this one I've got a Coca-Cola Zero Sugar Cherry. Yeah, I do like a cherry flavor. Very nice. All right, let's go. Now, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Click the like button too. We've got nearly 50 people watching. We've got 26 likes. Let's see if we can get to 50 likes. And also, as I mentioned, be sure to subscribe. As you can see, right there, we are, what's that, 137 away from 23K. You never know. You never know during this show. Could be possible. You never know. 137 away from 23K. No, then, now, and forever. I was hoping to get a then, now, and forever. We're not getting that. Just got a thing of Rhea, didn't we? Bit disappointing. There's Randy Orton. Simon says Dandelion and Bird. Oh, I love it. That's terrific, Simon. Dandelion and Burdock. Yeah. That's a bit of me. That. Ridwan says have a cup of Kenko. Nice. Austin says he's got a Coke Cherry. Nice. Baby Boy says, are there just 5 matches? There are. How many matches are there tonight? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 6-match PLE. As we see all of the people arriving at the is it Kingdom Arena in Riyadh? There's the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Bloody Ripley. Raquel Rodriguez, of course, holding both women's tag team titles. There's Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow, maybe the Queen of Today. Jade Cargill, her opponent. And there's CM Punk. Wow, look at that. He's got a positive reaction now. Clearly, the events of yesterday, they like CM Punk now. They like him. They really like him. Yesterday they didn't at the kickoff show. Then he apologized and he went, I don't know. Then he apologized and then he came out and did the Punkonomics. Now they love him. They love him. Look at that! What a turnaround for old Punkonomics. Said with his hat on sideways in the picture. Baby Boy says drinking some Dew. Was that Mountain Dew? I mean, I don't really. I've never really big sort of Mountain Dew fan. It's obviously very big in America, isn't it? As we're just seeing the cold open for Night of Champions. Let's go. There's also, as I mentioned, when it comes to streams and upcoming live streams and events here on the channel, as always, check out the sidebar for all the information on that. It's a big couple of weeks. We've got AEW All in Texas in 2 weeks' time, a watch along and a push show. That Saturday and Sunday is going to be a madness. All in Texas, we've got watch along and a post show. That's at like 3 p.m. Eastern. And then effectively, once that show and post show ends, we're right on to Saturday night's main event, which is Goldberg's retirement match against Gunther, World Heavyweight Championship. Watch along post show. Then the next night, it's Evolution. Obviously, the second ever all women's WWE PLE. And then we'll have a watch along and post show for that. That's all in the space of like 24 hours. It's insane. It's going to be nuts. And I mean, I'm half thinking like, that whole week leading up to All In, do I do, because they've got like All In week in Texas, do I do the Dynamites and Collisions? But I don't know if I'll have the energy. I think I would just be like exhausted. That might be a smidge too much. That's what it's about, the undisputed WWE Championship. And now, as Jamie says in the chat, such a hard life. Remember, Jamie, we've got a bet. We've got a bet. Look at that. There's the crowns for the king and queen of the ring. Look at all of those Cena shirts. There's a lot of green John Cena shirts in the crowd, isn't there? Big up to Harry, latest member of the WN365 roster. Now got the badge in the chat. Your badges, your emojis, and your members only content. There's Wade Barrett. They need to get their camera in focus. Is it just me? Is their camera out of focus, or is that my Netflix? As they go to the Arabic announcers. Jason with the super chat. Appreciate you, Jason. Small channels with super chats really do make a difference. Says, oh, and do you think TK will fire Triple H at some point? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, anything's possible in terms of like scandal and controversy, particularly in WWE. But his position's less secure than Vince McMahon's was for all of those years. So, of course, if they wanted something different, or if business went down, I suppose they could. But I don't think in any time in the near future. So, as we spoke about prior to the show, the first match is the final of the King of the Ring. And here comes the Viper. Now, this is how the show opened yesterday with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, and that didn't go too well, did it? This time, hopefully, it'll be better. There's Orton. Get your last-minute late predictions in the chat. I've gone for Cody Rhodes. I think Cody's going to win and face John Cena at SummerSlam. Dave says, are you going to show the matches? Well, obviously not. I get taken off YouTube. I don't. It's always funny. It's always funny with. There's always at least one that will pop up during watch-alongs across anything, whether it's wrestling or Man United or whatever. And people go, "You gotta show the matches." You go, "Oh, you gotta show the match?" Well, no, I can't. Watch along. I don't have the $1 billion broadcast deal that Peacock and Netflix have. I wish I did. That'd be amazing. Oscar's going with Randall Keith. Stephanie Jake says, of course, Cody's going to win. Cody win, but I wanted Randy win. Harry says, don't know if you remember me, but I usually be in the chat during PLE, so I just thought it's worth being a member. I must have you on during the PLE. I appreciate you, Harry. I do recognize the name. Like I said, they've changed the names. It used to be the actual names, but now they've got the handles, and it's difficult to recognize everyone. I'm so used to people from their names, and sometimes their handles are different. But big up, Harry. I do remember you, and I appreciate you becoming a member. Glad to have you with us, as per usual, on these PLEs. I tell you, these Saudi crowds love an entrance, don't they? They love an entrance. They're maybe not the loudest during the actual matches, but in terms of the entrances, they love it. They love the Randy Orton entrance. They love the Punk entrance. They love Cody Rhodes' entrance. Same with Cena. But, I mean, for the beginning of SmackDown last night, they were red hot. As Randy does the pose. Oh, look at that. He's got the old school Randy Orton pyro. Yes. He's got the, hey, nothing you can say. He's got the old school legend killer pyro. Randy Orton's a giant man as well. He's fucking massive. He is jacked. It's only when you go back and watch Randy Orton. I was watching something from, maybe it was like a year or so ago, when Punk first came back, and they did one of those match rewatches of their match they had at WrestleMania. And he, during that time, this was WrestleMania 27, WrestleMania 27, and he was really lean. He was very lean. Now he's just massive. He's just goes away for 18 months, career, threatening injury, surgery, lower back spinal fusion, comes back just absolutely ginormous, and goes, I'm going to wrestle for 10 more years. Like, bloody hell. Listen to this crowd. This crowd loves the Viper. Back-to-back King of the Ring finals for the Apex Predator. Of course, remember, last year, couldn't get the job done. Was defeated by Gunther. Gunther then went on to SummerSlam to defeat Damian Priest and win the World Heavyweight Championship. Second consecutive year he's in the final. Can Orton this time, get the job done? If he is going to do that, he's going to have to defeat his protege, the American Nightmare. Speaking of which, wrestling has more than one royal family. This is how you know it's a PLE. We're nearly 12, 13 minutes into the show, and we've just put in all entrances and recap packages. There he is, Homelander himself. Jason, one of our members, says, I think Randy Orton might turn on Cody after the match. That's what I feel like. Get ready for the woe. There's the woe. Look at the pyro. What I would also say, for those that haven't watched it, the Cody Rhodes podcast, what do you want to talk about? The interview he's done with Kevin Owens, it is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's very inside baseball at certain points, but it's an excellent watch. So if you want, you've got a bit of time, or you want to, sometimes like me, sometimes when I'm sat here at this desk and I'm working, I'm making my graphics, or I'm doing my work for UV behind the scenes, and I got to listen to something, because I've always got to listen to something. You've got something to listen to, I'd recommend that. It's well worth a listen. As Cody Rhodes, you're going to give the weight bout to someone at ringside, of course. Look at that. Bless him. Gives it to a young child at ringside who is going crazy. That's special. To have the ability to do that as well, have the ability just to make memories, make a dream. They'll never forget that. Do you remember when we went to watch Night of Champions? I got Cody Rhodes' weight belt. What a stage. What a Titantron. What a shot. Cody Rhodes, the ultimate babyface, shakes the hand of Charles Robinson, the official. Oh, you're such a babyface. Right. Both competitors are in the ring. Crowd, they love their songs. Again, the guy's on the phone. The kid's on the phone. He's like, "Did you see? Did you see it? I've got the yeah. That was me." There you go. The bell rings. We are on the way. Ted DiBiase Jr. with a reference. Legacy. Let's go. This crowd is ready. They are red hot. It's a beautiful facility. I mean, we're getting a mixture of chants. We've got, I think it's largely for Cody. They're doing Cody Rhodes, I think. I mean, it's just a smorgasbord of different. Oh, there's RKO chants now. We very much got split. Well, now it's a lot of RKO chants. Right. Collar and elbow tie up. We are underway. And then just like that, quiet. That's what I mean. That's what's really interesting with these Saudi crowds. They love entrances and they love, like, I think the pomp and circumstance. When they have like an actual like part of the match, they'll go, okay, right. Almost a bit like Japanese crowds in that sense. They sort of respect the once the match is going on. They're like, right, okay, we got to be quiet now. Listen, you can literally hear the stadium rumbling. They've got like the fireflies going on. Good lord, this is insanity. Listen to that. Look at that. All of the lights. Whew. Big match feel. 7 likes away from 50 likes, by the way, guys. And 135 subscribers to go until 23K. As Wade Barrett says, they might not need the commentators. I think the crowd's going to be doing their own thing. Side headlock by Randy Orton. Of course, the larger competitor in this match. Certainly the more experienced one. Hits the ropes. Randy Orton, shoulder tackle, sends down the American Nightmare. Once again, chance of RKO. This time we're going to... Looks like Cody was maybe going for a bit of a test of strength. Orton backs off a little. Crowd are chanting, "This is awesome." Nothing's even happened. Another collar and elbow tie-up. Cody's going to work over the arm, seemingly. Orton, though, manages to reverse. Works on Cody's left arm. Oh, open hand chop on the chest. Randy Orton's just going, oh. Is that what we're doing? Didn't really like that. Goes under again. That switch by Randy. Cody trying to get out of the standing switch. Oh, gets out of it with a straight elbow. Now he's going to go with forearms. Knee to the gut. Hits the ropes. Oh, just look at that. Hitting the kitchen sink. Oh, shades of gold dust. That dropped down onto the shoulder. It's funny because Goldust obviously used to do that for the longest time. That sort of drop down and the sort of thrust. He can't do it anymore because he had a shoulder injury. So he just usually drops down to the knee. Here's a cover. 2.5. Stop the Bulldog. Lil Yo-Yo's in the chat, says Mr. Wrestling 365 5555. Yes. We're 5 likes away from 50 likes. For this Night of Champions PLE first match in the ring. Oof, punch to the gut. There's a straight right hand by Orton. What is Orton going for? Maybe a superplex? Superplex! Oof. Shades of Cowboy Bob. Randy Orton's favoring the back. They're doing this. They're doing the story of the bad back. Of course, he's had lower back issues. That's the story of the match, folks. And Cody goes right to the lower back. Oh, disaster kick. Randy goes down, kicks out. And now Cody just going with the knees to the spine. He sees the weakness and he's going after it. There's a suplex by Cody Rhodes. Cover. This time Orton kicks out at 1. Final of the King of the Ring tournament. Of course, the winner will challenge for the Undisputed WWE Championship at SummerSlam. Oof. I'm just trading forearms. Oh, Randy on backbreaker. But even that hurt Randy Orton. Randy Orton's like in that Shawn Michaels era of his career. You remember when Shawn Michaels legitimately missed like 4 years because of the back injury and the spinal fusion or whatever you. Whenever he would come, when he came back after that, most matches involved him holding his back, being like, I'm back. I'm back. Look at this. Cody, it's a bit heelish. Crowd didn't like it. He's bending Orton's back around the ring post. Crowd are saying, let's go, Randy. Crowd certainly firmly behind the Viper. Cody's going to the top rope. There's a drop kick. 2. Oh, kicks out. As Kristen says, exactly, yeah. Holds the back, then jumps off the ladder for an elbow drop. It's like Jeff Hardy was the king of the bad back. Always, constantly. Always. Only one sponsor on the mat, which is Riyadh season. Here's a nice cravat by Cody Rhodes. But you never thought you'd see that. Cody Rhodes has locked in a cravat, and the crowd are chanting, "This is awesome." I wouldn't think you'd hear that in 2025. Cody's got just very a sort of sleeper hold. Now Randy Orton down to one knee. Trying to go to get back up. Is he going to do the... I thought we were going to do the arm. You know, the 1, 2. And he goes, no. Backed into the corner. Cody, up and over. Oh, he went for power slam. And here we go. Here's Randy Orton's version of a power slam, perhaps. Ducks it. There's a power slam. Orton holding the back, though. Oh, what? That was weird, wasn't it? He hit the power slam, and Randy was like going down, and then Cody put his shoulder up, and but there was no cover. It was sort of like, and then he went for the cover. It was weird. Interesting. Cody's going to the outside of the ring. It's perfect place for a draping DDT. Orton's got Rhodes over the second rope. Oh, Cody manages to reverse. Oh, and that forearm right to the lower back again. Crowd don't like it. And another one right to the lower back. Very heelish. Disaster kick. Oh, Cody cutter. 1, 2. And Randy Orton kicks out. It's just For those that again want Cody Rhodes to be a heel, it is a bit heelish, isn't it? Maybe that's just me. It's a little bit heelish. Red Van says, "Remember when John Cena used to do that? John Cena in sort of 2015, that whole US Open Challenge run is a beast. I mean, people want to talk about, peak angle and stuff like that. John Cena during that time, the amount of different moves he would do was nuts. Oh, super! Avalanche Cody cut this time. Oh, and Randy kicks out. I mean, Cody did say recently, didn't he, that he's at what he believes is the tail end of his babyface WWE run. But then he also said that that doesn't necessarily mean it's imminent. That could mean 18 months, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. For which you would say, well, Cody, you've only been back since 2022. It's 3 years. If you're going to be a babyface for 4 more years, that's not the tail end, is it? That means you're about halfway through. But Cody's the best bullshitter in the business. He is one of them. Like, he is the king of just lying. Cody floats over. Oof. Here we go. Orton's going for the draping DDT. There you go. Crowd are chanting RKO. And the stadium, the Kingdom Arena, just beginning to rumble with anticipation. And the Viper is starting to coil, ready to strike. Over an RKO. Oh, turned into Crossroads. Crossroads. Cover. 2. Oh, Randy kicks out. Woof. Cody gave him his best shot. Look at that brilliant counter. So this is when we get into how many Crossroads is it going to take? Because Cody Rhodes winning. Cody's winning. But how many Crossroads is it going to take? Look, the crowd's still booing Cody. Nowhere! Ah! 1, 2. Oh, he kicks out. Oh. I mean, that was the definition of out of nowhere. Perfectly shot. You didn't see it coming. Got him up. Bang. Absolutely out of nowhere. Oh, a thing of beauty. So we've got a kick out apiece. We've got a kick out from a Crossroads, a kick out from an RKO, and still no winner. Whew. Oh, that was the definition of out of nowhere, wasn't it? Oh. Ah. Terrific. And look at Randy now, glancing back at Cody. What's going for his? Is he thinking punt? He's thinking it. He's thinking it. He's thinking punt. He's thinking punt kick. Would he do it, or is he having doubts? You could have. Always having doubts. He's not hearing voices. He's second guessing himself. You've got forever. You've got forever. This is the conflict. It's like Kevin Owens. He could have done it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. Oh, he went for it. Missed. What's Cody going for here? He's going for a figure 4. And there's figure 4. Figure 4. I mean, remember, of course, who is Randy Orton's mentor was the Nature Boy Ric Flair. But he did try and do it. It does make me think. I remember Kevin Owens had a similar situation. He could have cheated. He didn't. Cody won. And eventually, he did turn heel. I feel like it's going to be a similar situation with this. Oh, reverses the pressure, the leverage. Oh, turned again. Referee Charles Robinson nearly got tangled up in that one too. Orton makes it to the ropes. We've got close to, we've got 85 people watching. If you haven't already, click the like button. We're over 50 likes. Let's see if we can get the likes up even more. Less than 140, 134 now away from 23K, which would be an amazing feat to hit. Orton, right hand. Cody with another. Both on their knees. Orton all the way down. They were both using that middle rope for a bit of leverage. Both back to their feet. Orton kick to the gut. Cody fires back with a forearm. Both men just look totally and completely exhausted. There's a right hand by Cody. Returns one. Does Orton. And Cody, spins Orton round with that one. And a headbutt. Returned in kind by the American Nightmare. Kick to the gut by Orton. Forearm by Rhodes. Straight right hands. Now they're just trading them. Boos and yes, and look at this. We've got just a hockey fight's breaking out in the middle of the desert. Oh. Cody, springboard. Out of nowhere. 1, 2, right. Kicked out. He went for a disaster kick. This time, Orton was ready to pounce into a picture-perfect RKO. Take a look. Bang. Flush. And you thought that was the moment. The crowd went nuts, but it wasn't enough. I thought the green shirts were Cena shirts. The green shirts are Cody shirts. And he's getting booed out the arena. Does a lot, doesn't it? Orton still holding his back. He's looking at the crown. Where's Orton going? What's Orton looking for? Uh-oh. Steel chair. Remember, disqualifications do count in this, Randy. This isn't the right. Charles Robinson, Lil Nate. Lil Nate, you know better. What are you thinking? Oh, he's pulling off the turnbuckle. The Viper. Now what's Orton going for? Blocks. Surely. Oh. There's an uppercut by Orton. Goes for an RKO. Watch out. Oh. Exposed turnbuckle into the ribs. Crossroads is going to be the second of the match. Crossroads. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes wins. Bit of a flat finish, wasn't it? Cody Rhodes wins. It was Randy Orton who actually exposed the turnbuckle. Cody used it, though, and then hit the Crossroads to win. I mean, get your star ratings in. How would you rate that out of 5? I'd give it probably a 4. I think I'd probably give it a 4. I wasn't wild about the finish. I think the finish kind of sucked. I kind of thought Cody was going to... Cody was going to win. But to me, that plants the seeds for an Orton heel turn because Cody cheated. I mean, it'll be Cody cheated. Kristen says 4. Austin says 2.5. Stretford Buckeye says 4. 3.4. 4.5. 3. 4. 3.5. So I think that the average is in between that sort of. Jamie says 2.5. That's a bit of a mixed response. I give it a 4. But once again, wasn't wild for the finish. Maybe as it says here in the chat. I mean, maybe a 3.5 just because of the finish. I thought the finish was a bit flat. Didn't really work. Harry says 4 for me. Great selling by Orton, sets up future matches with Randy Orton trying to cheat at the end. Well, I think that's it's the beginning of the Randy Orton heel turn because Cody cheated, but it's like, well, but Randy introduced it, so that's why. But one thing's for certain, the chemistry is absolutely there for future matches. If that's the first time they're having the singles match, as with current Cody and current Randy, I think there's definitely seeds being planted for future story. Cody shakes the hand of Nick Aldis and of Adam Pearce. Another accolade for the American Nightmare. He's done very well at these Saudi shows, hasn't he? Crown Jewel champion. Byron Saxton's says you now have the chance to reclaim the undisputed WWE title at SummerSlam. Look at Randy Orton's face. He looks pissed. Look at his face. Orton he's still looking back. Has he left yet? He's leaving. He's leaving. Charles Robinson going up to Orton to say something. I think we're not. He's not going to turn yet. Says at SummerSlam. At SummerSlam, he gets the ball back. Wow. I don't know, but I wasn't even listening to what Cody said. I was seeing if Orton was going to come from behind. But he had some very death-like stares, didn't he, Randy Orton there? So look, even if maybe we've seen the finish there of SummerSlam. Maybe it's Cody versus Cena. We think Cody's going to win. Randy costs him then. Make no mistake, he's not. That's not over in the slightest, is it? No doubt about it. That's not over at all. It's definitely not over because he looked very, 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 very pissed. There was one shot they had, wasn't there? There was one shot they had, and Randy Orton just looked absolutely furious. He was just furious, absolutely furious. But yes, that's our first match of the evening done. WWE Crown Jewel in Perth. Of course, we'll be live for all of that, as per usual as well. Crown Jewel Perth in October. Kristen says, "Oh, and do you own any wrestling t-shirts?" I used to. Do I have any now? I had from 2011 that whole CM Punk and John Cena match. I had a CM Punk shirt. I bought one 2011 that summer. Um, so I used to have that. What are the ones that I used to have? I used to have a couple as a kid. From when I went to my first wrestling show I went to was in 2003 after WrestleMania 19. So I think I had an Undertaker one. There are the Street Profits at ringside, the WWE Tag Team Champions. Raw's got that special start time on Monday from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is the 13th PLE from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the 8th from Riyadh. Simon says, seen advertised for Crown Jewel. He retains tonight. Well, not necessarily. I mean, he's going to retain, but just because he's on the show doesn't necessarily mean he's advertised for most PLEs between now and the end of the end of the season. Excuse me, end of the calendar year. Get there in the end. Coming up next is the street fight between Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez. We're at 62 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. 8 away from 70. In terms of subs, we're at, how many is that away? 133? 133 away from 23,000. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. As we're seeing the backstory between Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez. They got matching tattoos. That's how close they are. Or they were. That was the finish of the Bad Blood match between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan last year. What they don't say in that video package is that finish was completely botched. Liv was meant to actually win the match by like pinning Ripley, but Raquel came out right in front of the referee and got involved, and he was like, "Well, I've got to disqualify you, then, haven't I? Because you've just literally, you've literally just got to just got involved in the match right in front of me." Harry says, "Totally forgot the history these two had." To be fair, yeah, they were in NXT. Certainly, they had a lot of history in NXT. Mark says, "What was your first SummerSlam?" Mine was SummerSlam 90. The good times, yes. My first SummerSlam. What was the first SummerSlam I ever watched? Would have been SummerSlam like 2001, maybe, was like my first SummerSlam I think I watched. With and that was in the middle of the invasion storyline with the Alliance, Booker T versus The Rock, Brothers of Destruction versus DDP and Chris Canyon. Yeah, so however many years ago that is. Kristen says, had an Intercontinental WWE Tag Team and Undertaker bout. I also have the Seth Rollins Shield and Undisputed Era t-shirt. I had a couple of bouts, not replicas. I had like the the plastic ones that were with the foam at the back. I had the tag team one. Had the John Cena spinabout. I had that. Had United States title bout. Had that one too. And I actually made a John Cena US spinner. I made a John Cena US spinabout, which was fun. As they're explaining about how they got to this point. Street fight. I think I had that Undertaker bout as well. Was that like it was like a custom Undertaker one, and I think there was a T on it that was like purple, I think. Something like that. I'm assuming this one's going to have all the bells and whistles. A bit like the last woman standing match from SmackDown last night. A Riyadh Boulevard street fight. No countouts, no disqualifications. Only way to win is by pinfall or submission. And here comes Raquel Rodriguez representing the Judgment Day. Holding both sets of women's tag team titles. Of course, both of the bouts. Representing the Judgment Day. Shout out to Liv Morgan as well. She's undergone her shoulder surgery. Expected to miss possibly up to 6 months of action. Carrying both sets of titles indeed. Morgan out for a number of months with shoulder surgery. They've got a decision to make about what they want to do. They said I think the expectation is that it's going to be Roxanne Perez. I think that gets the championship bout. They're going to do what they did with Naomi and Bianca Belair, or when Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair were tag team champions and Naomi substituted in. Happened as well with Chelsea Green, didn't it? It was Chelsea Green, Sonya Deville, and then Piper Niven subbed in. Here comes the Eradicator. Ugh. Look at the pyro. Look at the pyro. As the former Women's World Champion makes her way to the ring. Defeated Raquel Rodriguez at 2023 Crown Jewel in Riyadh. As a 4-1 career record against Raquel Rodriguez, 31-3 record in one-on-one matches since 2022. Is that what they're trying to do? Are they doing the WWE thing where basically WWE doesn't really recognize history that much now if it didn't happen before 2022 when Triple H was in charge? You know, like in the same way when WWF history pre-Vince McMahon, you know, none of that kind of existed. So anything that happened in the 70s or what have you, it was like, nope. As Rhea Ripley goes to the crowd enjoys the Eradicator. Jamie says, No Mercy, Nintendo 64 still the best wrestling game. What is the best wrestling game? I mean, that's very difficult. Very difficult. I mean, I've got a load of them here that we sometimes play on the channel. SmackDown 2, love that game. The first SmackDown versus Raw, which we played, literally, we did the whole career mode, season mode on here, I think. That's when they first put in the voices into it, like the voice acting. That was good. As Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez staring off. It's a street fight. Anything goes. Win by pinfall or submission. No disqualification. No count out. Anything goes. Collar and elbow tie up. And it's two very, very powerful women here. Oof, there's a knee to the gut by Raquel. But Raquel does have the size and probably the strength advantage, it must be said. Kick to the gut. Oh, stomp to the foot. Oh, there's a face first off the knee. Went for a clothesline, just didn't work. And literally Raquel's like, nope. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Fall away slam. Big up to Ed in the chat. Just keep on hitting the like button and remember to subscribe. Indeed. Another fall away slam. Oof. Kick to the face. Ripley's going to the top rope. Oh, she went for a missile drop kick and Raquel just moved. Of course, know each other very, very well. But now backs up Rhea Ripley into the corner. Shoulders to the gut. And Raquel Rodriguez just burying the shoulder into the midsection. Another elbow. Look at these reverse elbows. Wow. Woof. Raquel Rodriguez just in control, seemingly. Oof. And an open hand chop to the chest of Rhea. There's a splash in the corner. Pretty fast start. We haven't even got any weapons or anything like that. Rhea Ripley never involved in a street fight in WWE. Look at Raquel using the ropes to tie up Rhea Ripley. Now she's stuck. And now look at these just shots to the gut. There's nothing the referee can do. No disqualifications. Rhea stuck. Oof, there's a chop. Now Raquel's looking for weapons. We've got a steel chair. We've got a kendo stick. Uh-oh. If it weren't in Saudi, probably order. Well, TK is probably looking at all of these weapons and going, these should all have sponsors on. Oh, kendo stick right to the gut. It should be the steel chair sponsored by Pepsi Max. We got the kendo sticks. Oh, brought to you by, I don't know, Twizzlers. Steel chair. Oh, she just kicked the chair right into the head of Raquel. And now Ripley manages to free her from the ropes. That drop kick. Ed says KFC kendo sticks. Yeah, exactly. Or they're not called kendo sticks anymore. They're called breadsticks. Brought to you by Olive Garden. Breadstick kendo stick from Olive Garden. Uh-oh. Ripley. What's she doing there? She's grabbing the hood off the Arabic announce table, but she's placing it over part of the. Now she's clearing the announce table. I don't know what she's thinking here. Bounces Raquel's face off the announce table. Redwan says, uh-oh, it's the IKEA announce table. Exactly. It's the MasterChef Mondays at 8 p.m. on BBC One announce table. She's trying to suplex her off the announce table into that hood. I mean, surely she wouldn't be able to do that. I mean, that would be a ridiculous bump to take. Now Ripley standing on top of the announce table. What's she looking for here? Uh-oh. She went for that central quarter. Oh, no. Watch out. Oh, my goodness me. Powerbombed through the top of the announce table into the timekeeper's area. That was a nasty bump. And speaking of those bumps and bruises, that replay was brought to you by something you'll need. Health insurance. Look at this. Oh. That was a crazy bump by Rhea Ripley. Ashams, don't forget about the super drug steel steps. Exactly. Here's the table. Brought to you by Woolworths. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't even have to be related. It could just be anything, can't it? He's got into the steel steps. Brought to you by Poundland. Oh no, they've got the steel pipe. Brought to you by Freddo's. Bounced off the Frazzler announce table. And now Raquel's trying to just get the steel steps. Oh, went to bounce Rhea off the steps. Rhea blocks. Oh, and just bounces Raquel off the steps. And the referee stopped it falling. Referee. Into the ring post, brought to you by Pot Noodle. That's just one of them. The other one's brought to you by Super Noodles. He's using the bout. Rhea's taken off the bout. Oh. Suffering the wrath of Ripley. Oof. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, there are studs on that bout as well. Oof. JBA Gamer says, I'm watching from India. I don't know where to watch Night of Champions. I believe India has the Netflix deal now, I think. I think all the stuff's on Netflix. I might be wrong. Look at this. Oh, Razor's Edge. Nasty landing. Oh, and a Shining Wizard. Cover. 1, 2. Oh, and Raquel kicks out. It was less of a sort of Razor's Edge. It was more of like a Hernandez border toss, wasn't it? Remember the Hernandez border toss from TNA Wrestling? Literally that. Hernandez border toss is such an underrated move. It really is. Look at this submission by Rhea Ripley. Big up Rich in the chat. Eagle Eye Football says, evening own, evening chats. It's boring to have Cody Rhodes compete for the title again. I think we've sort of seen where that's going now. I think Randy Orton, he's costing him. Who the hell? It's Roxanne Perez. I said I thought she'd get involved. And look at Rhea Ripley's face. And now Rhea's just chasing Roxanne. Oh, look at that drop kick. There you go. Turn around. Uh-oh. No, she blocked. Rhea's looking to power out. Oh, suplex to Roxanne Perez on the floor. And what's Rhea going for here? She's going for a trash can. Oh. Oh, look at that. Shining Wizard. And look at that kick right to the trash can to the head of Roxanne. Oh, look at this. Oh, thrown into the steel post. Nasty. Oh, thrown into the steel steps. That was nasty. Corkscrew splash. One, two. Oh, and kicks out. That was a horrible throw. Just long darted into the steel ring post. Bounced off the wrong side of the steel steps. It was a corkscrew Vader bomb. Great call by Wade Barrett. He's a great commentator, isn't he? They've got some great commentators in WWE at the moment. The Barrett, Corey Graves, Joe Tessitore, Michael Cole. Tahana bomb through the table. No. She just blocked it. Blocked it. Oh, what a big boot. And the crowd just chanting, "You suck" at Raquel Rodriguez. That table now just placed over the top of the rope. She's going to go for a long dart again. Oh, Raquel just bounced her head off it. There's a kick by Rhea Ripley. Now Rhea's crawling to the corner. What's she thinking here? I just wonder if they're going to use it as like a platform, kind of. Yeah, this is shades of Kurt Angle and Shane McMahon from King of the Ring 2001. It's difficult to balance. You've kind of got to sort of surfboard it, but you've got to be very, very careful. You have to be very, very careful. Ref's trying to. We're getting a riptide, perhaps. Oh, riptide off the top of that table. That should be it. 1, 2, 3, and Rhea Ripley gets the victory. Get your star ratings in for that one. I give it a. I give it a 3. That was fun. I give it a 3. They were going 4.5. I give it a 3. I wouldn't. I say 4. I give it a 3. 3.5. It was a good street fight though. We got 4.5s, 4.5, 4.5, 3, 4, 4, 4. Lots of fours, couple of threes. It was a good match though. We're just seeing Raquel Rodriguez, of course, introduce that table. Llewellyn says didn't need the interruption. Steffi says 3.5. 3.5. Certainly two very good matches though to start this off. No doubt about that. And what you can tell, because of the history that they've got very good chemistry. They know how to work together, don't they? And for all of the stuff about Rhea Ripley and people go, "Oh, she's over pushed," and look, she is over pushed, and maybe it's a bit, a bit too much for sometimes her booking. She really can work. Like Rhea's in-ring work is beyond solid. She is one of the best workers in the women's division. Like she has really good matches. That's WWE LFG. Can't watch over here, can you? Which is a bit annoying that you can't watch it over here. Not that I probably would, but Vex says, Owen, do you watch LFG and Evolve? Well, I keep up with all of the stuff that happens on those shows, obviously because of for the news and stuff like that. WWE LFG, I don't think we can get it over here in the UK. Obviously, there's ways to watch it, but yeah. And as far as Evolve, like I said, if big stuff happens, obviously I get that stuff for the news. As we see an advert for WWE Evolution. Here's a question: what do you think is the main event of Evolution next month, July 13th? Obviously, we'll be live for a watch long and a post show for that. But what do you think the main event would be for that? Difficult to call, isn't it? Apparently, the plans are very much up in the air after Liv Morgan got hurt. It might have been Liv Morgan and Raquel versus the Bella Twins. But I don't even think that would have been the main event, though. What could it be? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that main event could be. Tiffy versus Naomi. Of course, just showing Julia, the new Women's United States Champion. Ed says, my guess is Io versus Asuka. So that's assuming that Asuka doesn't win tonight, perhaps, then. What's coming up next? Coming up next, it's Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Now, I suppose what we've got to do in this match, given the week of rumors and the week of reports, the week of rumors and week of reports, let's have a bump count. How many flat back bumps does Karrion Kross take in this match? Does he become an absolute bumping machine just to prove the doubters wrong and says, look, I can take bumps, so don't start that. Because it's such a bizarre story, isn't it? Karrion Kross doesn't take bumps. That's why he's not going to be a big star. And then people post clips of him not really taking bumps. But then you can also find loads of footage of him taking bumps. So I don't. He's gonna. You will have never seen Karrion Kross take as many bumps this evening. He's taken loads. I'm telling you. Or does he go the other direction purposely and just not take any? Because I don't know. I'd be kind of the other way about it. I'd be like, you know what? I'm not taking any tonight. Chris said, who started that rumor? So I think it was Wade Keller from The Torch. He was like, I've heard people say he doesn't take bumps and that's why he won't be a big star. And then they showed some recent matches where he doesn't, but you can probably find clips in anyone's match where they don't take a bump. Because surely he does. But I suppose the thing is, Karrion Kross, it's not like he's got super memorable matches, so you couldn't say either way. Like, oh wow, I've seen him take loads of bumps. But this is his first PLE match since WrestleMania 40, not WrestleMania 41, WrestleMania 40. That was a Philly street fight, I think it was. It was him and AOP versus, was it Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, I think. Ed says Kross is hitting him with HBK bumps tonight. I mean, honestly, he's going to become a. He's got. You've never seen him take as many. And by the way, Kross isn't winning. Sami Zayn doesn't lose in Saudi. This match is purely a vehicle to get Sami Zayn on the show because obviously because of his popularity. Austin says the non-bump from Hammerstone looks like it broke. That was mad, wasn't it? That one was crazy. Where he sort of went down on his knees as opposed to taking a bump. Here comes Sami Zayn. And of course, there was the bump he took, which was like he fell on his shoulder as opposed to his back. There's Sami. I'm telling you, Sami's not losing. This match is purely a vehicle to have Sami Zayn on the show. So Karrion Kross, I think literally it was just like, well, we'll give the fans something that they want, which is Kross on these PLEs, but Sami Zayn's winning. Here comes Sami. Do you think Sami Zayn's ever going to win an a WWE Championship or a world title? I think so. I think so at some point. The fact that there are 2 world titles in WWE now, I think so. World Heavyweight, not WWE though. I don't think it'll be WWE Championship. I think he'll win a World Heavyweight title. The crowd loves them some Sami Zayn. Look at Karrion Kross's smirk. Chris says if Jay can, anyone can. Exactly. That's probably very true. General says Kross got a channel 95 HBK tonight for the haters. Absolutely. Absolutely. That always complete opposite, isn't it? That always working like Andre the Giant. There's the 2 ways, isn't it? It's either it's peak Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, non-stop bump, or it's prime Andre the Giant. Prime Andre the Giant doesn't take a bump, just goes down to 1 knee, then gets back up. 1 bump, that's the finish, out of there. Power rings are underway. Karrion Kross has got the grin on his face. Chance of Sami Zayn. Sami hitting that hula kick and Kross flying over the post. It's going to be like Michaels against Hogan at SummerSlam in 05. Or he's going to be bumping like Kurt Hennig used to do for Hogan. And that bump off the turnbuckle when he used to turn inside out. We're getting that. Into the corner. We're going to have a clean break. Kross is saying clean break. Look at the crowd again. Collar and elbow tie up. Into the corner. It's a clean break here. Oh, and Sami Zayn just pushes Kross in the face. No bumps yet. Crowd chanting, let's go, Sami. Oof. And now Karrion Kross taking control, right hands. Look at those just stomps. And Scarlett at ringside. Oh, ducks under the right hand. There's a chop. Another one. And these right hands. Right hands on forearms. Still no bump yet. That's what I'm just excited for this one. Clothesline over the top. That was a bump. That count. One. Bump on the outside. Flat back. One. Sami. And does the moonsault into the ring. That's one. Christian's got the counter going. On his back, on the outside of the ring, no less. That was a bump. Now Kross getting some advice from Scarlett. Oh, Kross. Oh, look at that. Big forearm. And there's a kick to the shoulder blades. Sami. Oh, look at that. Moonsault off the barricade. The bump. That's two. Two. That's two. At the back in the ring. Kross. Oh, look at that. Beautiful throw. It's a Saito suplex. Well, sort of a version of like a throw. Maybe we can get a Kross bump count. Bump count. Was it two? There you go. That's here. We should actually have a Kross. Kross bump counts on two. Maybe one. There we go. Better. Could go there. Go there. Right. It's on there. Well, see, we've got two. We've got two at the moment. Now Kross has got him up on the top turnbuckle. It's three. We got three. There he goes down again. That count as four. It's three. It's three. All right, three. Okay, good. We're on three. We've got a count of three. Now Kross with the right hands. He's in the mount position. He's got the right hands. And Scarlett looks very pleased. If you haven't already, click the like button. With 25 likes for every 100. And be sure to subscribe as well. As we're 132 away from 23,000. As another right hand by Karrion Kross. Another right hand. Oh, Sami Zayn's fighting back. That doesn't count. Knee to the gut. Springboard over. Close up. That's definitely one. Four. We've got four. Chops from Sami Zayn. Two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, he keeps going again. And now it's raining down. That doesn't count. That's a roll. There we go. That's definitely a bump. 5. And they've been flatbacks. They've been flatbacks. Sami Zayn going to the top rope. Karrion. Oh, jumps over. Picks him up. Look at that. Down goes Sami Zayn. Cover. 2. Sami Zayn kicks out. Seeing a replay of picking Sami up on his shoulder. Right, count of 5. What's he going for here? Going for a sleeper. That's kind of a roll. Don't count. No bump. Oh, look at that. Saito suplex. Are people saying that was a bump? I don't know if that was a bump. I'm not giving it that one. I'm still staying 5. Oh, Blue Thunder Bomb. That's definitely one. 6. Oh, and it kicks out. Oh, look at that. Saito suplex. Nasty landing for Sami Zayn. What have they got going on? They got a mixture of graphics and replays. Look. How's that? That Kross can't even get back to his feet. Oh, snap German suplex by Karrion Kross. There's another one. Up on the shoulders. Oh, turns him over. Zayn going to go for Exploder into the corner. There you go. Oh, is that counting? Because it was kind of a weird bump for him to take. But I'll give it. Wasn't a smooth 7. Oh, Kross. He's in the Kross jacket. Pulls him down. This might be it. The hooks are in. It's locked in. Sami Zayn's starting to fade. Sami Zayn might be out. Face is going purple. That's 1. That's 2. One more. Oh, nearly. He's still fighting. He's crawling. Can he get to the ropes? Oh, can he reach? Kross trying to prevent it from happening. He's still fading again. Ref, are you gonna give it? No. Sami Zayn manages to get to the ropes. We're 4 likes away from 80 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. Kross says you've got to learn to stay down. Clothesline. Oof, in the corner to Sami Zayn. You can hear Sami Zayn saying, slap me more. Again. Another clothesline. Say Kross told the truth. Uh-oh. Oh, kick. That was kind. I don't even know if that was a bump, you know. 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn gets the win. He fell on his shoulder. I'm not counting that as a bump. I said I don't count. I'm talking flat back bumps. You watch it. It was on the shoulder. That's not a bump. That was, if anything, that was the criticism of him, is that he takes that kind of bump. I got to count a 7. And look, it's a bit of fun because it is just a complete bullshit rumor, isn't it? He doesn't take bumps. As we've seen in this match, clearly he's taken flat back bumps. Look at this. Get your star ratings in also for that. How many star ratings would you give? I get 2.5, maybe 2.5. Sort of. Like I said, it was mainly a vehicle, I think, just to get Sami on the PLE because of his popularity, but it was kind of nothing. 3, 3, 2, 2, 2.5, 2.75, 2, 2.5. Yeah, a lot of 2.5s, 2s. I think that's very fair. I think that's fair. It was kind of nothing, wasn't it? But Sami Zayn picks up the win. Zayn slays Karrion Kross. Zayn gets the victory and he says, listen to the people. Means we can remove the bump count. The bump count is gone for now. We'll come back again when the next Karrion Kross match. For the next Karrion Kross Classic. Yes. We are, what's that, 132 subscribers away from 23,000. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Click the like button as well. Remember, you can get your super chats in your members' chats and also become a member of the WN365 roster. What's this for? Oh, is this for Survivor Series? Yeah, this is for Survivor Series. Survivor Series War Games. Survivor Series San Diego. And so what's they're calling it? There will be War Games, though. Tickets on sale Friday, July 11th. Look at that, they're showing Los Garza, the brand new AAA World Tag Team Champions. And Los Garza are at ringside. Oh, Legado del Fantasma holding the AAA World Tag Team Championships. What's coming up next? That's the question. We've still got the US title, Queen of the Ring finals, and of course, the WWE Championship main event. As we see a video package. Watch this for us. Is this for Royal Rumble? Of course, the Royal Rumble taking place in Saudi next year, isn't it? So that means Royal Rumble will take place at a favorable time, won't it? Royal Rumble will take place at a favorable time. Last Royal Rumble, of course, I had Mr. The Comedian, KG the Comedian, with me. Maybe he'll join us for the Rumble next time. He might know him. He'll probably be in. He'll probably be in Riyadh. He'll probably be in the Rumble. Imagine that. Last year was I Show Speed, or this year it was I Show Speed. Next year, KG the Comedian. For Night of Champions. Red One says, "I want Galaxy Cookie Crumble." Oh, I'll tell you what I had today. Because it's one of my sort of treats. I had some ice cream today. It's this one from Morrison's, and it's like low calorie ice cream. It's meant to be like high protein ice cream. It's delicious, absolutely terrific, really really good. It's like under like just over 300 calories. Brilliant. So next up, United States Championship. All right, so here we go. US title is on the line. My prediction is that Solo Sikoa was going to win. But on one of my videos, I said that we're either going to have the return of Tamatonga and Tongaloa, or we're going to have Hikuleo make his debut. Jamie said it's not going to happen. He says he bets £100 it's not going to happen. So we'll see. Jamie's ready. He's ready. He's ready. So JC Mateo was victorious last night, defeated Jimmy Uso for the Tour of the Islands. All gas, no brains. That's what Solo Sikoa called him. One thing, though, when it comes to Solo, what you would say about him is that the more that they have allowed him just to be himself and his actual personality, he is actually a really good talker. But it's almost like just got an identity crisis, isn't it? It's an identity crisis of like, what is he? And also, he's lost so many big matches, hasn't he? Main event at SummerSlam, lost to Cody Rhodes like a million times. I mean, even when he was with the Bloodline, all he did was lose. But if Jacob Fatu loses, they obviously he's not going to lose clean at all. It's going to be a situation whereby Jacob Fatu, that he's going to be protected to the nth degree. And I think that'll be how all of the people getting involved will help. And then Jacob Fatu can win the US title back at SummerSlam. I think that's where it could be going. Maybe. Well, you never know. Maybe Big Jim does decide to team up with his brother in Solo. I mean, he's kind of got to do something, hasn't he, Jimmy Uso? But maybe that's the situation. Jimmy Uso comes out, neutralizes JC Mateo, and then it's like, see, Solo, see, you haven't got anyone, you've got no one else to back you up. It's where Hikuleo or Tamatonga Tongaloa come back. Here we go. We'll get the Jacob Fatu Boogeyman walk as well. Solo Sikoa, one of the rare good themes by Def Rebel, by the way. They're very difficult to find. They're like a rare Pokemon, but an actual half decent theme. Here comes Solo. Where's JC Mateo? He's never held a singles title on the main roster. He has held the North American Championship in NXT. Of course, he got called up to the main roster, and then very quickly he won the North American Championship. Then he had to vacate it, didn't he? He's got the taped up thumb or the Samoan spike. Looks much better with the hairstyle he has now. If you go back to that WrestleMania 40 main event and he's got that weird peacock thing going on, wasn't great. Let's see the reaction that Jacob Fatu gets. We're one subscriber away from 22,870. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Fatu. Look at the fire. Look at the stage. I mean, see, this is why staging is important. It's why stage, Titantron, presentation, that's why it matters. It just feels big. Makes you look like and feel like a star. And that's exactly what Jacob Fatu is. He is a star. The Samoan werewolf indeed, Jacob Fatu. And thank God so far, no power cuts this evening. Good. No power cuts. We like that. Kristen says, what does PLE stand for? Premium Live Events. They're no longer pay-per-views, no longer PPV. They're PLE, Premium Live Events. Just like UFO, it's no longer UFO. Was it UAP? It's not an unidentified flying object. It's unidentified aerial phenomena. These things change, get renamed. I've got Fatu and Solo Sikoa just facing off. A referee about to hold up the US Championship. As Redwan says, it's not the Premiership, Mr. Jim Ratcliffe, it's the Premier League, the Premiership. Oh, look at that. Solo Sikoa with a right hand. Now bell rings round away. Jacob Fatu sent into the ring post. Oof. 3. And then referee gets Solo Sikoa off of Fatu. Bruce says it is. Yeah, that is very true. In AEW's, look at that. Look at Solo doing his own version. In AEW, it is a pay per view still because it's a traditional pay per view. It's because it's WWE's aren't really pay per views anymore in the traditional pay per view model. They are premium live events because if you subscribe to Netflix or Peacock, you're not paying. You're paying to buy them, but not at an extra cost. In the same way for AEW, you have to still buy the event. Now Fatu immediately in control. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, big boot. Oh, look at that. Big right hand by Jacob Fatu. And now he's pointing. Was that a Roman Reigns reference? An OTC? Meant to be back soon. But he's also meant to be filming a movie. Street Fighter. Hits the ropes. Oof. And rolls to the outside. Uh-oh. Look at that. Off the steps. Sends him down. Fatu just told the referee to shut up. Look at this. Just sprung off the step. And he's talking to the crowd. Oh, senton by Jacob Fatu. Oof. Oh, he's going for a moonsault, and Solo moved out the way. Went for a suicide dive and then blocked off. Oh, look at that. Uranagi to the outside. Harry says, Owen, do you think Jacob is a good shout for the Royal Rumble winner? Absolutely is a good shout. Absolutely a good shout. No doubt about that. This can't be Cody again, can it? I wouldn't be Jay. I don't think again. Jacob Fatu. Who else could win it? It depends who the world champions are at the time. If Gunther isn't a world champion, Gunther could be a shout. Certainly. Maybe CM Punk. He's never won a Rumble. Bron Breakker, maybe. If Seth Rollins is world champion, you could see Bron Breakker winning, switching babyface to the whole Triple H Batista angle. And Solo Sikoa in control. Blocked. Oof, right hand by Jacob Fatu. Oof. Irish whip. Sends Solo into the corner. Oof. Fatu just hits his head off the top of the ring post. Nasty. Playboy says LA Knight. Maybe. The question is, is it sort of too late for him? Oh, and look at that. And he's doing the dance. Again. He's mocking him. Crowd chanting Solo sucks. Wrong killings. I don't think so. I think for those thinking that Truth's going to get this sort of big push because he got brought back, I think his push stops when they brought him back. You know what I mean? I don't think they have much intention of really using him that much. I mean, you saw him get laid up by Aleister Black. He might have a bit of a sort of mini feud with Aleister Black, but I don't think they've got much planned for him, to be honest with you. Solo's got the submission in. Now takes Fatu down to the canvas. And look at that. Solo's just talking absolute smack. Jake Fatu's slobbering all over his beard. Solo just saying all gas, no brakes. Mocking Jacob Fatu. Fatu now trying to get back to his feet. Oof. He says, look at you, looking stupid. And again, there's a forearm. And to be fair, it's probably the most sort of dominant performance you've ever seen against Jacob Fatu. Blocked. Here comes Jacob Fatu. Ducks that. Oh, goodness me. That was a German suplex. I thought for a second Fatu was going to land on his neck. And now Jacob Fatu's back to his feet. A German suplex of his own. I mean, Fatu just managed to flip at the last second. It was scary. It's an Impaler DDT. The crowd does seem a bit tired for this one, don't they? They seem a bit... They've tied themselves up somewhat. Beautiful swanton by Fatu into the cover. And Solo kicks out. 5 likes away from 90 likes, by the way, folks. Oh, yeah, he kind of did land on his face. Oh. It was close, wasn't it? Just about. Solo down in the middle of the ring. Fatu. Trying to think what's coming next. Ed says, I think they'll be back up for the main event. Definitely. That Cena Punk main event. They'll work the crowd masterfully for it. No doubt about that. Now here comes JC Mateo. Look at him, the way he runs. JC Mateo runs out. What's this? Who the hell's that? It's Tama Tonga! It's Tonga Loa! It's Tonga Loa! Jamie, where are you? Jamie, where are you? Tonga Loa's here! Tonga Loa! Jamie, where are you? Where are you? Cover 2. Oh, he kicks out. Tonga Loa returns. And it's not enough. So that says to me they're going to have more. They're going to have more. Tama Tonga next. And Hikuleu. Samoan Spike ducks it. Super kick. Oh, there goes JC Mateo. Into Tonga Loa. Gonna go for a dive. Oh my goodness. Fosbury flop. Wow. That was amazing. Look at this. Fosbury flop. Wow. Pop-up Samoan drop. In comes Jason Mateo. He's in the ring. Super kick. Oh, hip attack in the corner for him. And there's the dance. Moonsault. What's going on now? Who's that? It's Hikuleo! It's Hikuleo! Hikuleo! $7'2". Hey, Jamie, where are you now? Get ready. Choke slam. Oh. Hikuleo just choke slam Jacob Fatu. Solo Sikoa smiling. Tonga Loa and Hikuleo. Oh, and a Samoan spike turns him inside out. 2, 3. And Solo Sikoa wins the US Championship. Tonga Loa back. Hikuleo debut. Never say that those videos don't get anything in there. New US champion as well. That's a debut. Yeah, one of those. That's a debut. That's a return. And that's a major surprise. All free. All free. All free cord. Get your star ratings in for that one. I'd say maybe. I'd say maybe it's like a 3, maybe. That all in one video. All in one video. What wearing those threes? Debut, return, surprise. Wow. Wow. Then we see there's Hikuleo. Notice they're not calling him Hikuleo, so I think he's going to have a different name, isn't he? And turned inside out from the Samoan spike and wins the US Championship. Holy shit. He actually did it. I tell you what. I mean, Jamie's a real man, yeah. Jamie's a real man. Jamie's a real man. Jamie's a real. You got to applaud it. This is the thing with Jamie. I respect him. A lot of people would go, look, I'm not going to do it. Obviously, I'm not going to pay it. Whatever, you know. Fair play. Fair play. Fair play. Says broken analog clock is right twice a day, plus 30% YouTube fees. I know it's 2, not 3. Now shut up. He did it. Fair play. I tell you what. Applause in the chat for Jamie. Like, because legitimately, as much as Jamie's always involved on the channel. Always involved. He's a member. He comments on every videos. Puts in the super chats. Puts the bets in. And I tell you what, as well. Where's Jamie? Even though he's a hater, he's got to be a mod, hasn't he? He has to be a mod. There you go. Jamie's also a mod as well. He's stuck to his words. Yeah. Huge respect to Jamie. He's definitely not going to. I know for a fact next time those videos when they come up, like the returns or debuts, is going to be like, I'm not bothering. I'm not bothering. There you go. Look, a lot of love in the chat. A lot of love in the chat for Jamie. Yeah, rightfully so. He said that's all I've ever wanted. Yes, that's all I've ever wanted. A lot of love. A lot of love. I tell you what, the W365 universe. This is why it's great. This is why it's great. The community is real. The community is real. We've got our own storylines going on, don't we? We've got our own storylines going on. Jamie's he's a top character in the WNU, in the Wrestling News universe. He's a strong member, strong roster member. There is Tiffany Stratton. It's Tiffy time. Unsubscribe. That is also true. Why didn't Big Jim interfere? And he just let it happen. Maybe that's going to be part of the story moving forward. Got the podcast WWE's got going on. A brand new US champion. And it's the Queen of the Ring finals next. So Queen of the Ring is our penultimate match of the evening. Get your last minute predictions in for who you think's going to win. This is genuinely, this is really, really difficult to call for me. Really difficult. I'm not sure. I really don't know who wins this. I mean, like I said, it could be Asuka versus Io. They've planted the seeds for that. But then, as many people have said, you don't need to win the Queen of the Ring to get there. Jade winning. I mean, you also have to remember, Evolution is happening before SummerSlam. So there's titles that can change between now and then. So maybe Jade wins, Naomi cashes in. Or maybe it's a situation where Jade wins, Bianca comes back, defeats Tiffany Stratton at Evolution, and then Naomi's, it's Jade versus Bianca for the Women's Championship at SummerSlam, and then Naomi's, of course, in the background. She could cash in at any point. Maybe that's where they're sort of going. Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's a difficult one. I mean, Llewellyn says Asuka needs it more. Kristen says Jade Cargill for the win. Ed says Jade. Harry says, let's see how Jade can hang with Asuka. Jade and Io versus Asuka in Evolution, but Naomi cashes in. We'll see what happens. It's a really, really tough one to call. Oof. Oof. Seeing when Jade Cargill defeated Roxanne Perez in the semi-finals. The Storm versus the Empress of Tomorrow. Like I said, does the Empress of Tomorrow become the Queen of Today? That is the big question. Ed says, I still don't get why Naomi didn't cash in last night. Well, I suppose technically she tried. But it was seen coming, wasn't it? And the other thing with Asuka is she's literally done it all, hasn't she? Like I said, she's the most successful Japanese WWE superstar of all time, male or female. No one has come to achieving what Asuka has. Royal Rumble winner, Money in the Bank winner, Raw Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion, WWE Women's Champion. What else has she won? Tag Team Champion, NXT Women's Champion. She had that really long undefeated streak in NXT as well. She had the undefeated streak on the main roster too. That was ended by Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. Nobody has been anywhere near as successful transitioning from Japanese wrestling to WWE than Asuka. Not even close. So it's the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. at SummerSlam. And here comes Asuka. Of course, we have 2 more matches this evening. We obviously the Queen of the Ring finals, which are just about to take place. And we have the main event for the Undisputed WWE Championship. Because to be honest, out of the 2 matches that are left, again, this is the harder one to call in terms of who's going to win. Because I think the expectation is that Cena's going to win and retain somehow in the main event. We just don't really know how we're going to get there. But this one's tough. Empress, who wants to become the queen? Michael, you're stealing my line. Missed 13 months with a knee injury. Removes the mask. And there is the face paint. Asuka has got some amazing face paint, doesn't she? It's such a great presentation. I must take ages as well. And of course, Asuka can go. That's the thing as well. You spoke earlier on about how Rhea Ripley, people say that over push whatever, Asuka can go. And this is going to be the challenge. Look, because Jade Cargill. The thing is with Jade, like, how longer can we go on about oh, she's green? Because she's been working for a while, hasn't she? You know what I mean? Still isn't amazing. I guess getting better. Well, that's good. I was going to say, I was worried for a second. The sound cut out. I was like, here we go again. And there is, look at that, full on Storm, isn't it? Full on Storm. It's like an audition for the upcoming, for a yet to be announced X-Men film. It's very Storm, isn't it? Very Storm. I mean, she could certainly pull off Storm, couldn't she? I don't know if in terms of the look. I don't know in terms of like the acting if she'd be the best actress for it. But certainly would be a perfect look, wouldn't she? Speaking of which, next month's big one for the superhero genre, isn't it? We got Superman, and we've also got Fantastic Four. Did anyone see the final trailer for Fantastic Four the other day? Interesting. Some of the CG looks a little bit, but I feel like a lot of the cards being kept close to the vest on that. The Superman stuff looks good as well. So I'm interesting. I hope it just sort of injects some life into the genre. I'm excited for Doomsday next year too, and I really hope that James Gunn does is allowed to do what he wants and gets the DCU, his version of the DCU, up, because it would be nice to have 2 thriving different universes, wouldn't it? Because I mean, to be honest, the MCU, I feel like they're going for a big swing for Doomsday and then Secret Wars, and they need it. They need it. Asuka oh, I think went for the arm there. Went for the arm again, and it's just a power game from Jade Cargill neutralizes it. Oh, look at this! This is an octopus. Yeah, an octopus. Cover. Only gets a 1. Crowd chanting, "Let's go, Asuka." Asuka will be the favorite. Oh, hangs the knee over the rope. Dragon screw. Redwan says, "I've not really watching much of the MCU stuff a bit." I'm kind of the same, to be honest. I'm kind of the same. I've just there was a period of time where I'd watch anything Marvel that came out, and that's not me anymore. I keep up with it, but yeah, like I watched part of the Captain America film. You know, the was it Brave New World, and that was very meh. It's just yeah. What was the last thing I really liked from Marvel? I liked Loki. Loki was good. Jade Cargill. Oh, look at that! Just kicked straight to the chest. And again, oh, another kick to the chest. S&M said, "Did you like Moon Knight?" I did like Moon Knight. I just feel like we're not going to see anything from there again. But I really like the Moon Knight comics. Oh, look at that! Straight into a knee bar. Yeah, I've got quite a few of the Moon Knight comics. Really like them. Oh, Asuka was thrown in the back of her head. I tell you what, I didn't like She-Hulk. She-Hulk was just the worst. Oh, that was such a bad series. The writing, the CG, the finale. Oh, it was awful. I didn't mind Echo. Echo was all right. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Oh, there's a spine buster by Jade Cargill. Oof, and there's a splash in the corner. Fall away slam. Look at that kip up by Cargill. I haven't watched all of Daredevil yet. I've watched a couple of episodes, and I did watch. I did like, although it does. There's quite a lot of interesting stories about Daredevil, isn't there? Because by all accounts, there was a version that Disney wanted to do, and then pretty much all of the actors from the original series were like, "This is shit. You can't do this." And then they sort of scrapped that and then rewrote it, and different people came in. And I think, well, certainly feels like watching it, you can feel, and but by all accounts, some of the stuff was filmed from that first part, and then they sort of went, "This isn't working," and it does feel at points a bit of a mishmash. As a kick by Asuka sends Jade Cargill down. Asuka's down, Jade Cargill's down. Asuka's went for a cover, but couldn't get there. There's the forearms. Yeah, Llewellyn, you're right. Secret Invasion, because I've read Secret Invasion, the books, and that was so disappointing. Oh, look at that spinning back fist as a kick to the jaw. Oh, and a code breaker, and Jay Cargill goes into the corner. Oh, spin kick. Asuka's going to the top rope. And there's the missile drop kick. Down goes Cargill. Cover. Oof. I tell you what is a really good series, and it was just a one-off. It was HBO series. When HBO did Watchmen. When HBO did the Watchmen limited series, how many years ago was that? It must have been like 5 years ago. It must have been like 5 years ago. That Watchmen series that HBO did, brilliant. I love that. That was excellent. Oh, Cargill, it's got up for Jaded. No, rolls through. 1, 2. Oh, kicks out. Oh, sit out. Powerbomb. 2. Oh, 6 years ago. That's mad, isn't it? Mad. It was good though. Shame they didn't do another one. Oof. It was that sit out powerbomb. Crowd are very ready for the main event. You can tell, can't you? Oh, armbar. Asuka locks in the armbar. Oh, nearly just completely snapped the arm there. Oh, cover. No, Cargo managed to reverse. Oh, wow. What a big boot by Jade. Goes for Jaded. No. There you go. Asuka. She's got the Asuka lock in. Right, it's a pin combination. Oof. Nearly. Hits the ropes. Oh, went for Empress Impact. No. Going for Jaded. Jaded. This should be it. 1, 2. Oh, Jade. What have you done? Oh, Jade. She rolled too much, and Asuka's shoulders were clearly off the mat. But they counted it anyway. Michael Cole was like, "What?" She rolled through, and I think the camera angle saved it. But good grief! Oh yeah, what the fuck was that? Get your star ratings for that. I mean, 1.5. It wasn't that much to really write home about. Look, and how many times? This is what I've said. How many times is Jade gonna like literally botch these moments and matches? I mean, that's literally it's a pin cover. It's the finish. It's botched. Look, turned it into that. Jaded does that. Spin her over. Goes back, and she's leaning back too much, and she falls, and she literally fell back too far. Fell back too far, and just pulled up the shoulders. Queen of the ring. It's almost a bit insulting, isn't it, to suggest that she's queen of the ring? You know what I mean? Queen of the ring. Good grief. She's in a women's championship match at SummerSlam. Oh dear. Fighting through the booze. Don't let them tell you who you are. Show them. A storm is coming for SummerSlam. Yeah, that was Yeah, that was not great, was it? That was, not that. In terms of star ratings, yeah, there's a lot of ones. One ones, 0.25s, 1.2, 2. I think two's very generous, Llewellyn. 1, 2. Yeah, it was not. It was not that at all, was it? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Very, Chuckle Brothers-esque, wasn't it? SummerSlam, August 2nd and 3rd. We're 7 likes away from 100 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. And we're less than 130 subscribers away from 23,000. SummerSlam 35 days away. We'll be live for both nights. Even if the Sunday is the same day as Man United playing, I'll be doing both. I'll probably have Man United here, and on this screen here, I'll probably have SummerSlam. So I'll probably be at like a different-ish angle, but we'll make it work. That's what we will do. We will make it work. How will I do that with a microphone, though? That is a really good question. We'll figure that out. We'll have to. We'll figure that out. We'll figure out. I've still we've got time to go. It will work. Llewellyn says 0 and 2 screens. Yeah, exactly. A stacked card for Raw on Monday. World Tag Team titles on the line. Judgment Day versus the New Day. Sheamus versus Rusev. Sheamus versus the Bulgarian Brute. Of course. World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther versus Goldberg. Goldberg's retirement match. We'll be live for that, of course. Live for a watch along on a post show. And whilst WWE will have their post show for Night of Champions, so will I. I'll have a post show with screen grabs. All we've got left is the main event. It's John Cena. It's CM Punk for the Undisputed WWE Championship. Last minute predictions, not just in terms of who's going to win, but also how are they going to win? What's the finish going to be in this one? Let me know what you think. I'm going with Cena to retain via. There's going to be interference from Seth Rollins, I think. I think that's how we're getting there. Red One says we're going to hear Word Life again, or we're going to see Punkonomics. I don't know if we're going to see basic Punkonomics. Ed says it's going to be another low blow win for Cena. Perhaps. That's an interesting one, Jamie. R-Truth interference, but Cena to win. So maybe R-Truth gets involved again. He did say that he wasn't done with Cena, didn't he? He wants him again. We see what we get. And that's kissing, not Vince McMahon's kissing ass. What it is. Self-destruction and banishment. For that. And then also as well, this is the situation where it's like, how is this one even going to work? Like, these are two guys that are in their 40s, past their prime, both of them. So are they gonna are they gonna even be able to like pull this off? How are they gonna be able to pull this off? Oh, England are winning. Excellent. And I mean, we think now that Punk's going to get probably a good reaction after yesterday. He did his apology, and on top of that, of course, did the Punkonomics. He was seemingly cheered earlier on this evening. As Ed says, yeah, to old guys in Saudi, what could go wrong? Yeah, yeah, exactly. What could go wrong with that? I mean, I would think. I wonder how long they'll go for as well. I'm assuming that this show is going to be off the air by probably 9, so it's probably going to get like a good 30 plus minutes, including entrances. I would think, anyway. There we go. The crowd's chanting CM Punk. They like him now. All he had to do was apologize. Here comes Punk. Look at this crowd. They love it. They're singing his song. I'm not really sure what sort of hairstyle CM Punk's trying to go for nowadays. It's not really the slick back anymore, is it? Get ready for it. It's clobber him time. They wouldn't say it in the Fantastic Four trailer, but he'll say it. Look at the CM Punk says, Stu, I don't want you picking favorites. Making sure Stu knows. 2-0 England. Excellent. 5-time world champion. Last held the WWE Championship in January of 2013. Last faced John Cena in 2013 as well. Look at that. They've got best in the world signs as well. So they like him now. I hope this match is good. I do hope this match is good. I mean, it really is. You know what I mean? It's It's like this is my sort of childhood match. So if this is the shits, I will be quite sad. And is he wearing the same gear he wore at Money in the Bank in 2011? I think he is. I believe that is the Money in the Bank gear, unless I'm mistaken. CM Punk sitting in the middle of the ring. Iron says, I want to be sports entertained at the very least. That's what it was. I mean, the Cena Orton one, I was sports entertained, and I'll give him credit for that. So that's all I'm looking for. I'm not looking for an amazing match. I'm looking for just to be sports entertained. We await Big Match John. Here we go. There is Big Match John. They're singing John Cena sucks. It is a heck of a sight, isn't it? It's all complete blackout. Just a spotlight. Ed says, I would love if they did another pile driver spot. Because that pile driver spot in their last match on that 2013 episode of Raw, oh, it was brilliant. And Cena does the slow walk down the ramp. The last time is now. Did you notice that as well? Yes, Cena of his robotic turn. He did his robotic turn, didn't he? Big match, John. Big match, Phil. Let's see. Cena just, as always, looks pretty pissed. John Cena. That's the stoic look of the Never Seen 17. Josh says, Jamie says, I still think they should have changed music and attire. I hoped that they would have, but yeah. Here we go. The only thing with this ring announcer is he does talk like this. It is scheduled for one fall. Inches in first. It's like he's always falling down a hole. From Chicago, Illinois. From Chicago, Illinois. The best in the world. Punk. That's what it is. Crowd chants for CM Punk. His opponent. From where? Chooses. 200 And 51. The greatest of all time. The never seen. 17. Racing Rhea's presence. One last time. John Cena. Undisputed WWE champion. John Cena. That was a good intro. Give Mark Nash credit for that. It was a good intro. Look at him just throwing the title at the man formerly known as Rudy Charles. There we go. It's Cena. It's Punk. 4 likes away from 100 likes. If you haven't already clicked that like button. The bell rings. We are underway, folks. Yes, it's 2025. And it is John Cena versus CM Punk. I didn't think I'd probably see again. Chance of let's go Cena. Cena sucks. Get ready for 30 minutes of John Cena calling spots as loudly as he wants. Hip toss. Hit me again. Kick me. GTS. Collar and elbow tie up. We are underway. Side headlock by Cena. Punk is now trying to get out of that. Listen to this crowd. The crowd have definitely woken back up, haven't they? No doubt about that. Oof. Crowd are going crazy. Now, Cena gets to the rope. I wonder who will call this because in the matches before, Punk has said that John Cena's allowed him to call the match. Crowd chanting CM Punk. Another collar and elbow tie-up. Back to his feet. I mean, it's a heck of an atmosphere, isn't it? Absolutely heck of an atmosphere. That snapmare takeover went for a quick cover. Punk kicks out at one. And we're going to maybe go for a test of strength here. Punk kicks it away. Then look at that. Side headlock takeover. Oh, but Cena turns it into a leg scissors. Look at that, manages to get out. Just give it you can't see me. Another side headlock by Punk. This time, Cena puts Punk into the corner. Looking for a clean break. Crowd once again going crazy. Look at that big John Cena, you can't see me sign. It's pretty great. Now Cena going after the arm again. Side headlock once again. Oh, what a shoulder tackle. And look at that. Did a bit of a curtsy to the crowd. Punk pointing to the sky, respecting Roman Reigns, obviously. Well, listen to this crowd. They're going crazy again. Oh, kicks him to the gut. Oh, big right hand by Cena sends Punk down. There's a headbutt. Look at this. They're going for the seesaw spot. I mentioned this yesterday during SmackDown as well, and I think people are already starting to notice that. I was interested to see how Punk reacted. This would be the first time he's ever wrestled in Saudi. So whenever people wrestle there for the first time, they're like, holy cow, like this is hot. You know, like that, the wind will go out of you much quicker than usual. So that's why sometimes we see that sort of slower pace in some of these matches because it can be tough. Crowd once again chanting for CM Punk. Punk sends Cena into the ropes. There's a shoulder tackle. Goes down. Punk gets Cena up on the shoulders. Nope. And Cena takes powder, goes out the ring. Says nope. Gonna relax. Crowd once again with the CM Punk chants. Look at Punk relaxing on the top turnbuckle. Relaxing. Oh, he went for a kick. Punk blocked it. These right hands. What's Punk going for? What are they going for? Oh, maybe he's going into an AA. Whoa. Rolls him up. And kicks out. Oh, and there's a clothesline. I'm not sure what they were trying to do there for a second. Wasn't there? Goes after the arm. Side Russian leg sweep. Cena gets the shoulder up. Trying to expand some energy. Look at Punk working over the arm. Working on the arm as well. See, that's what they were going for last time. They're going for an octopus, but he couldn't do it. He's doing AJ Lee's move, doing his wife's move. An octopus. Take down by Cena. Look at these right hands by Cena. Oof. Look at these two. They look pretty gassed, don't they? look at these two. They're both suddenly sucking a lot of wind. Cena is as well, isn't he, now? They got to get some Gaga going. There's a big boot by Cena. You might get into your sports entertainment bag now. Dan Engler checking on CM Punk. Oh, here we go. 5 moves of doom. We get the 5-knuckle shuffle. Five-knuckle shuffle. Look at that. 5-knuckle shuffle to CM Punk. Nope. Punk slips over. And there's a kick by Punk. Going for a neck breaker. Hits the neck breaker. There's the running knee in the corner. Punk seemed really going to go for the elbow. He took a second there, Punk. I don't know if he was that going, oh, God, breathe. Age of the Macho Man. Now he's thinking time for a GTS. GTS, no. Blocked. Now it's the STF. Cena's got it locked in. Does Punk even have it in him to tap out to Cena? He's going to turn it into Anaconda Vice, perhaps. Rolls. Cena's got him up. Attitude adjustment. 1, 2. Oh, Cena kicks out. CM Punk, excuse me, kicks out. You see the CM Punk elbow. And Ridwan said it's Casemiro versus Casemiro. There's the AA. And then Punk kicked out. Up again. Oh, Punk gets off. And there's a DDT. Punk is going to try. There you go. There's an STF of his own. He's going to tap to his own finish. Cena drags himself to the ropes. Can he get there? Cena gets there. And his hand's in the perfect spot. But he's kind of blocking the vision. Hold is broken. We're 3 likes away from 100 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button, folks. There's another running knee. Cena turns it into that side suplex. No, but you can't see me. Oh, this time a kick by Punk. Up on the shoulders. No. Goes for it, going for that neck breaker again. Cena's got him up. Another AA. This might be it. The second. 2. Oh, and Punk just kicks out. Reverse of the neck breaker. That was really close, wasn't it? Oof. Crowd chants, this is awesome. Crowd chanting fight forever. I think Cena and Punk will be like, no, thank you at all. Can't have that. Is he going to go to the top rope? A super AA. Crossbody. He's going to roll through. Uh-oh. Cena. The strength. The strength. Ah, oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The strength. To be fair, that is super impressive at Cena's age. 2. Oh, he kicked out again. That's 3. Cena's an animal, isn't he? He is a machine. At this stage of his career, he's in his mid-40s, in Saudi, he can still do that. Fair play, man. 3 AAs. And Punk still kicked out. Crowd like that. How old is Cena again, actually? He's not even mid-40s. Must be late. 48. 48, and he's doing that in Saudi. You know, like later on in the match. Fair enough, man. The guy's an animal. I mean, look at the shape that he's in. I mean, obviously, look, Cena in his prime was even bigger than that. But it's mad. Is he going to use the bout? No, he didn't use the bout. He said no. Maybe listen, no. Punk. Up on the shoulders. Here we go. CM Punk gets the GTS. 1, 2. Oh, he kicks out. Lewiosa, speaking of shape, have you seen how in shape Eric Bischoff is? I know that was ridiculous in that DDP video. It's nuts. Look at this. Boom. Oof. They're both back to their feet. Chance of Let's Go Cena and CM Punk. Oh, kick to the gut. Punk just trying to fight back. Another shot back from Cena. Ducks under the clothesline. Here we go. 5 moves of doom. Oh, ref bump. We've got a ref bump. We've got a ref bump. Another GTS. GTS. There's no ref. 2, 3. He should be the champion. He should be the champion. But there's no official. The referee's down. So what happens next? Who gets involved? Do I spot a... It looks like there's a cameraman filming the entrance ramp. Is that just me? Is that just me? Maybe that's just me. Hmm. He said, get another... Oh! CM Punk! He said, come out here, but it's not who he wanted. Here he comes. It's Seth freaking Rollins. Flanked by Paul Heyman. Flanked by Big Bronson Reed. Flanked by Bron Breakker. The Visionary. The Oracle. And the Future. Here we go. Is he going to cash it? Look at him. He's dressed like Kane. He's dressed literally. That's gotta be Rollins. That's gotta be Rollins. That's gotta be Rollins. Is he going to cash in, or is he just going to distract? The glasses come off. And so does the jacket. This is the only thing. This is the suspension of disbelief, isn't it, with pro wrestling? The ref's knocked out. Well, he didn't hear the entrance music and the fire, though. He's really out of it. I got knocked out, and I didn't hear anything. So what next? In comes Bron Breakker. In comes Big Bronson Reed. Punk's trying to fight him off. Look at that. Clotheslines Bron Breakker. There's a kick to the face of Bronson Reed. Oh, God. Cena. CM Punk just literally overshot. He nearly landed on his head. Good grief. Oh. That was the worst table bump I've ever seen in my life. Well, that was the worst bump for a table I've ever seen in my life. He literally he plopped him on the table and just went, ugh. And now he's going like that. Now he wants a referee. Here we go. Here's Charles Robinson. He's doing the run. Oh, Cena took out Charles Robinson. He just pounced him. Now what's Cena doing? Ducks that. Cena, he's got Rollins up. Attitude adjustment. Babyface John. And now Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed are attacking Cena. Tsunami. But how's this? It's Penta. Now what's Penta doing? Here comes Penta. He's doing his walk. Now Penta's coming out. Penta's going after Sarah Miedo. Going after Bron Breakker. Oh, good grief. Oh, my God. He just threw Penta on the stage. Well, I said we're going to get sports entertained. We've got bells, whistles. God, it's like Santa Claus is here, isn't it? Well, here comes Sami Zayn. What the fuck's going on? What's going on at this point? Here comes Sami Zayn. Now, Sami Zayn's going after Bron Breakker. So it's Sami's paired off with Braun. They're literally just wrestling on the floor. Good grief. What the hell? He's gonna go off the stage, I feel like. Penta just dives off the stage, takes out Sami, takes out Braun. Bronson Reed's back in the ring. Well, we're gonna get Tsunami. Tsunami's coming. Oh, CM Punk pushes Bronson Reed off the top rope. Ah, goodness, he's got Bronson Reed on his shoulders. Attitude adjustment by Big Match John. Is there still a match going on? I mean, good grief. What the hell? Punk and Cena still in the ring. I think Punk's back's bleeding. And now look, Cena and Punk still in the ring. There's no ref. I don't know where Rollins is. Charles Robinson's down. Rudy Charles is down. What happens now? Is Punk going to put out a hand? Is the match still on? He puts out a hand. They hug. Oh, no, it's a callback. He's doing it again. He's doing the heel turn again. Ah, Punk caught him. Up on the shoulders. You know, Rollins with a briefcase off the head. And a stomp. Cena sends Rollins over the top rope. Referee, now the ref woke up. 2, 3, now the referee woke up. The referee's a disgrace. The referee's a disgrace. Oh my goodness. The referee, then the ref woke up. He's been outside for like a million bits of interference. Anyway, so did you see how quickly he got back in the ring? He went for the handshake. Then they did the callback, stared into the camera, but he caught the kick, turned it into the GTS. Rollins absolutely smashed Punk in the face, by the way. And then Cena, I mean, I got the finish right. Some kind of interference. I don't know if I was expecting that much of it. We got a hell of a lot, didn't we? Cena still planning to retire as champion. He says, "You stay on and watch this." John Cena retains the undisputed WWE Championship. I mean, what do we think of that in terms of star ratings? It's going to be one of those ones again, a bit like the Randy Orton one, isn't it? Where that Cena had at Backlash, where you go, I was sports entertained. I was sports entertained. I'll give it a. I don't know if I can give that a 4. maybe a 3.75, close to a 4-ish. Because again, I was sports entertained, and I guess that's kind of the point. But it's difficult, isn't it? I give it a 4. You know what? I'll give it a 4. Okay, I'll be generous. I'll give it a 4. Some of the interference I don't think was needed. I really wasn't needed, but you know what? Fair enough. You know, yeah, okay, I'll give that. Cena retains the title. Cena defeats Punk and retains the title, by the way. We will be live for the Night of Champions post-show. Rollins attempted to cash in. But it was thwarted. So, I mean, there's lots of different directions that we're going to get coming out of this. I mean, the one's pretty much what we expected, really, isn't it? Which is going to be Cena, Cody, Rollins versus Punk. We know Jade versus... I still think Jade probably versus Bianca, or Jade versus Naomi, something along those lines. Yeah, that's what we're getting. But we can discuss all of that in the post-show. That is going to be coming up very, very, very shortly. We're going to be... we'll have all the screen grabs and what have you. You'll be redirected as well, as is always the case, for the post-shows. And we can really get into what we thought of the matches, what we thought of the show, where do we think they go from next. So the booking decisions on display, whether we liked the booking decisions or didn't like the booking decisions, what we thought of the pay-per-view as a whole, etc., etc. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in as per usual. Another fantastic, great watch along. Shout out to everyone that's contributed, whether it be super chats or members chats. Massive shout out to Jamie. Look at that, 250, and lives up to a man of his word as well. He bet that the things weren't going to happen when they did. And yesterday I said, "Oh, if they do happen, you're going to pay up." Then he went, "Absolutely." He shook on it, and he delivered. So shout out to you, Jamie. And became a mod because of it. So excellent. Appreciate everyone for tuning in as per usual. As I said, I'll be live very, very shortly for the post show. So stay tuned for that. And I'll speak to you again very soon. I'm out of here. Peace.